welcome to today's reading where we will be answering the question, what is your effect on others? We have kind of a lot to go over. Let's just jump in. I've meditated for each, today's going to be quite special, I guess. But I've meditated for each pile, and instead of doing it like columns or rows, I did a whole page for each. And also I did that like probably 2 weeks ago at this point. Okay, I went through a major life event, and so we're returning back to these notes. Okay, today's going to be interesting. So we have meditation to go over. I also pulled a feather for each pile. I picked a deck, like a unique deck for each pile. And 2, we will go over some charms. Okay, so just to begin, I meditated again before coming into today's session, and I got some downloads for every pile. Okay, so for every pile, if you're here and you're wondering what is your effect on others, I got the number 8, and I heard magical, mystical, and 2, miracle. There's actually a song out right now that says magical, mystical in it. Let me actually pause and look up what that song is. Okay, I actually came across something quite interesting in looking that up. So the song is called Mystical Magical by Benson Boone, before I forget, because I'm kind of bad at remembering names. But you guys, I don't know about you guys, this is kind of off topic, but maybe it's not actually, like everything kind of happens for a reason, but I browse music so much and find new music so often that I don't even know like the song titles and sometimes the artist name to my favorite music. It's just in my playlist. And I've ran into this issue too. Okay, this is all like, I'm just gonna go with it, but I've ran into this issue where because of that, like, and I make my playlist like usually on YouTube, but I used to use Spotify, and I've been using Spotify more lately, but I kind of use it more now. It's like a fail safe. I've been wondering about switching over, but anyways, let me know what you guys use for music in the comments. Do you use YouTube? Do you use Spotify? Do you use something else? I totally lost my train of thought there. Oh, I run into this issue where because I don't know like the names of the songs and sometimes the artist, when it gets removed from a playlist, I have no idea what song got removed. And sometimes it'll be years. You know, there's probably songs I don't even know that I've lost. But anyways, I don't know why that was coming up, but it was interesting that in looking up this song, Mystical Magical by Benson Boone, I think it was, it came up in like the Google AI part that song is sort of playfully playing off of Let's Get Physical. I think it was Olivia Newton-John. But that's perfect because that's going to go into later, like, what was a download for everybody. So moving on through the downloads though, you teach, if you're here, your effect on others is that you teach without trying. I heard leisurely lesson. That's what's hard to say. Leisurely lesson. And also passing by prophecy. Okay. And what I was getting by passing by, guys, you know, for some reason I'm struggling to talk. I didn't know that was a thing, but I guess I am right now. I don't feel like I have been, but now that I'm recording, I am. But it's been a while. But anyways, I'm getting with passing by prophecy that you're totally a big deal, but you're nonchalant about it. And also, I was getting for everyone here, no matter what pile you choose today, you trigger insecurity of others. And you don't mean to. And there may have been a time when you didn't even realize you did this, or you may not realize you do this still to this day. You may not realize like the full capacity to it. But it's like people see you as so perfect or aspirational or so like dreamy, I'm hearing. It's like you make them feel, you know, imagine if it's like I think a lot of people have like what would be like their idea of the perfect romance, and maybe that's manifested into like a person, and maybe you have like you've had a celebrity crush at one point if you don't now. But it's like you feel like when people obtain their celebrity crush, like you feel like if someone was to obtain their celebrity crush, you know, it's like that person might feel very insecure because there might just be this natural urge to just immediately compare, basically. Like, am I pretty enough? Am I handsome enough for you? Am I stable enough? Am I wild enough? Am I like, you know, it stirs up insecurities. You do this in others, everybody here. Okay, and I was getting to, I heard, if you're here, you're here. And I was hearing it like, if you know, you know. And I was hearing, you're doing the DAMNED thing. You're doing the thing. Okay, you're doing it. If you're here, you're here. And it's like, I get it, like, I was getting it like, you know, you embody like the things you teach. And that's why you teach them effortlessly, is because you don't have to teach them per se. You just have to be yourself. I also heard you're doing it, and I heard you're doing it single-handedly. Okay, and what I was getting with you did it single-handedly was you have led yourself through it, and I don't know what it is. That's going to be different for everybody. And I was also getting your effect on others. It was coming through as like this, I started in meditation, I started spiraling my waist. It was coming through as a Kundalini energy, okay? You awaken others, and there's like a tantric sensual quality to it, okay? Also, and not like necessarily in relation to this information I just gave you, like the tantric sensual quality, like people aren't necessarily lurking because they're creeping on you, although that can be the case, but people feel like they have to lurk on you to observe you, okay? And this is really coming back to not necessarily like your sensual qualities, although that can happen, and everybody here has probably at one point experienced like a stalker or someone harassing them, or, you know, something down that line, in that vein. You know, there's something very like primal and like in that vein, and like blood is coming through. I'm coming back to this thing I just read the other day that was like interesting. Like I read it in passing, and it was like the 4 senses that drive human, like, I don't know if it's like I don't know if they were saying they drive human behavior or what, but it was like the 4 things humans respond to scent-wise, and it was like sweat, sexual secretions, and I forget what the third thing was, or what another thing was, but the last thing was blood. And it's like I'm coming through, like I'm seeing like a lion eating now. It's almost like you make people want to respond to you very like primally. Okay, like, you know, I'm hearing ravenously even. People may behave animalistically towards you. Like in all different ways. Like people may be like very motherly to you. Like you're a cub. They may treat you like prey and like try to pick you apart, tear you apart. Like it's like it doesn't matter how it shows up, but the behavior is very like animalistic. It's very primal. Like people respond to you very primally. And I'm coming back to, you know, primal is coming. It's bringing me to like prime years, like elementary years, like prime numbers. Okay, and when I say prime number, okay, what's really coming to me is like 1, 3, 5, 7, 11. I don't know if those are prime numbers. Those numbers are coming to me, but it's like elementary school years. I'm being reminded of like psychology, like schools of thought that say there are perspectives in adults, like adults embody these perspectives whereby they're like holding on to a certain stage of life, and like one of the stages is toddler stage, and like in this stage everything's territorial. So adults that are stuck in this stage, this is all theory and it may be incomplete, but it's coming up. But it's like adults that are stuck in this stage are very focused on taking claim to what's theirs, saying like, that's mine, this is mine, you can't have it, I don't share. They're doing things at an autonomous level that toddlers would do, but it's like it's more manifested into an adult. So it's like, instead of like, it's like what the toddler is literally doing then becomes symbolic for what the adult is literally doing. So like the toddler may literally be looking in the mirror and trying to like recognize itself in the mirror. Then the adult, that will be then what the adult is going through symbolically. So it's like this adult who is stuck in this toddler phase, and I don't know what it's called, but for some reason tertiary is coming up. I don't know if that's how to say that word or what that word means or if it's even related, but it's coming up. It's like TERTIAR, maybe ARY, I'm not really sure. But it's like, I forget where I was going with that. But anyways, people feel like they have to lurk to observe you in the sense that you're aspirational. So they're more so lurking to like see how to close gaps between you. my kitty was about to run off with my feathers here. But also I got, this may be like a specific download for like just a few people that are here, or literally just one person. But I got that recently you've gone through something and you feel like you're wondering, are things upside down at this moment? I heard for those who are relating to that point, okay, just to focus on your North Star. This is your guiding light, okay? And for you, and then for everybody else here, I was getting right now, focus on time with self, okay? And I was getting 101, but in regards to time with self, it's showing up as 11 instead of 101, okay? There is no other, so there is no O. It's just 11. So 11 may be a number you're seeing a lot right now. And actually, as I say that, I'm seeing 611, okay? You've already put structure to something. You need to dedicate yourself to, I'm hearing disciplining, like dedicate yourself to discipline and the routine that you've already set out for yourself, okay? Okay, that is the downloads that we've had in regards to everybody. Let's go ahead. Oh my gosh, we're already 12 minutes in. Let's go ahead and jump into each of the piles now. Hello, Pile 1, and welcome to your reading where we will be answering the question, what effect do you have on others? I chose for you this little like sea foam green feather. My kitty's been really wanting this. I was gonna hand it to her on camera for you guys. She has been trying to get this the whole time, okay? I just want to say, before I came into your reading, too, before we get deeper into anything else I was going to get into, I had to, like, I was taking my shoes off, like, just getting comfier, and my feet had fallen asleep while recording the intro. Someone fell asleep. My whole legs were tingling, and it was, like, very painful. But I was getting the, sensation that something has really, like, shifted for you recently, like, at a foundational level, okay? It's like, I'm hearing something that was really a part of you before, let me see how this is coming through. Let me just, like, let this simmer for a second. Okay, I'm just getting, your life looks different now than what it did, like, 2 weeks ago, even. Okay, like, I'm getting, like, it looks, like, fundamentally different. Okay, so, we have your feather picked out. I already showed you that. I also have for you guys today this deck, okay? And then we also will pull charms, and I did a whole page of meditation just for you guys. Okay, I actually did this. If you were here for the intro, I did this like a while ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. So I actually don't remember what I wrote. We're going to go over it together. So pile 1, okay, I did a unique thing for this reading today. Usually I just like meditate and like write down what comes through, but this time I felt inclined to like structure my meditation. Like I did a free drawing, and then I did like an interpretation of that. I did the meditation notes, but I also pulled charms already for you guys and rolled dice. Okay, so I like structured my meditation. Let's jump into it though. So for the free draw, the notes that I have, you stimulate others, and 2, you go deep. Okay, that's something that is unique about you. I just want to let you guys know too, like my cat is like right here beside me, and my Christmas tree is right here. Okay. And she's playing with it. So if you hear like sounds, that's what it is. But we also have you rehumanize. You help to connect people with their humanity. That's beautiful. I got firework. That's you. And you lift people up, and you are a spectacle to behold, a beauty to behold. I also got 2 grandmothers and 2 to 3 grandfathers that came through in your meditation, okay, as like their passed over loved ones. Okay, they were saying about you that you're like an angel, okay? You're their idea of an angel. I just heard angel manifest. They smile at you, and they love this about you, this like angelic quality. They love this about you. They adore, like they see this as like your true nature. Okay, I'm seeing like a tree now, and it's like an ancestral tree, and it's also like the tree of life though, and I'm getting it's like you do your lineage justice just by being you. All right, so going over the free draw notes, we got a chimney came to my mind's eye. Also smoke rising, and I heard hearth. Smoke transformed into a bird, okay? Oh, smoke from you cooking. The smoke that's coming out of the chimney that transformed into a bird is smoke from you cooking. And it flies, this bird that is smoke from you cooking that transformed into a bird. This bird flies to rest in a forest canopy. I heard water cycle, pace and space. It's okay to pace yourself, to go slower, to be on your own timeline where things look different, and to give yourself space for this. I heard walking shoes. You've got them on. Get out there. And propagation. Just keep planting. Planting multiple things in a row, like carrots, came to my mind. Carrots to me were symbolizing or connecting me to the root chakra because of it's a root. And now I'm also taking like into consideration the fact that it's orange. Okay, this is bringing me into the sacral. A lot of your journey is okay, I wrote a lot of your journey is wistless and intangible. It exists in the in-between, like in rest periods, or rather than doing one thing only for all of time. From the charms I got, you are doing something and letting it go, or doing it and setting it. I also heard Picasso cat. You are familiar but artistic. Like you're familiar but also unfamiliar to others. So there's a comfort about you, but then also there's a curiosity that you, I'm hearing propagate, but you enable and allow for curiosity because there's also unfamiliar qualities to you. So people will become curious. You are the star in so many shows. The colors blue and green, and the crescent moon symbol appears. I heard patchwork, apple of the eye to someone you made some very serious relationship repairs with. So it's like you're the star in many shows, but like there's someone or some people in particular that are coming through that are like, their eyes have turned into stars. You're such a star in their show. It's like you're the only thing they see. I also got vampire teeth with fangs, and I heard around Halloween. Someone coming through specifically, maybe dressed as a vampire. Maybe this person dressed as a vampire who's coming through. You are their little bird, dragon, little bug, little bee, and I heard you are my sunshine. Okay, from the meditation notes, I heard your effect on others, okay, just as a reminder, is that it's short-lived, a show that's over too soon, I heard, a story that ends too soon. People want to experience more of you. I heard I miss you. I miss you came through as though many were saying it. Like, there's a number of people who miss you. You make people feel revitalized, a renewed sense of aliveness. I heard natural high, like the energy of after a concert or event where your energy is high and light and you feel fully charged but relaxed within this state. This is your effect on others. Okay, you make people feel like high and alive but like calm. You make people feel alive in general. People associate good memories with you. Image and feeling of warmth on skin and on a waterfront lawn listening to live music. You inspire people to live more and to make more memories. You make people wonder how, and you make people want to do more than the day-to-day norms. Okay, I heard live outside the box. You make people want to do this. I also heard yoga class, YMCA swimming, locker room, and hitchhiking. Also, too, aging gracefully and forever beauty, forever beautiful, classic beauty, timeless beauty, ageless beauty, can dress however to give the effect that you want. You are, and people think you are, extremely smart and extremely chill. I also got Channing Tatum came through off Dear John, okay? And in that movie, he's a soldier, and he's, like, very sweet and loyal and serious. And I would consider him to have, like, a sort of, like, angelic beauty to him. He's also extremely chill, though, in that movie. Like, he serves, and he's close to family, friends, and his values. Okay, lastly, we have some dice notes. We will move into the tarot then and end our message on some charms. For dice, we have an upside down 2, which is perfect thinking about the your quality, about how you're familiar but unfamiliar. It's like 2 is a number of balance, but it's upside down here. It's like there's something about you that people feel like you feel like home, or you feel like familiar, like a childhood friend or someone from home. You feel like family. And then there's something about you too that's totally unrecognizable to anything they've ever seen before. Like, you express yourself unique to anything they've ever seen before. Ooh, and we get the number 11 here. And that's amazing because 11 was actually channeled when I did these notes, like, you know, it's in pink. When I did these notes like weeks ago. But I got 11 today when it came through that every pile needs to spend time with self, okay? You really, really need to spend time with self. That's just a confirmation. And extra confirmation is that your next thing that I rolled was a sun. Okay, in Virgo. I'm hearing this mission of yours is to be meticulous there's like a quality of self-focus that's coming through. Maybe you haven't focused on yourself much in the past. You've been kind of like an afterthought. Like, yeah, that's what's coming through. It's like now there's a meticulousness that needs to happen with your self-focus. Like, you need to, you've maybe been really attached to, I had some messages coming through, like, something outside of yourself. And so it's wanting you to realize the meticulousness to which you were attached there, and then, like, turn that onto yourself. Okay, but I also heard mission complete in meditation. People feel like meeting you was a mission, or as though there is a mission to complete. Okay, so that is all the notes we have for meditation. Holy cow. Let's jump into tarot and see what the cards have to say. I was hearing too, there's a song coming through. Dun, 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 dun. Let me think about that for a second. I think it's actually just a breakdown part in Magic Carpet Ride, maybe, by Steppenwolf or Stephen Wolf. I'm not really sure. That's really funny if it's Stephen Wolf and then I'm out here saying Steppenwolf, but oh my gosh. Really, I just can't remember what it is too, though. But I think it's Magic Carpet Ride. But also Jimi Hendrix was coming through, and it's like there was like some sort of like 60s. Ooh, now it's coming through. I'm hearing 60s revolution music. Like, you're revolutionary, but like also, you know, I'm being reminded of how like in like I'm hearing the word hippie, and it's like when I think hippie, I think of like I'm hearing far out, and, you know, I'm thinking like really out there concepts, but like there's something familiar to it because I think like the essence that hippies focus on is like the essence of the soul, the essence of essence. I almost said, that's reminding me of like effervescence. Is that a word? It's like, to me, a hippie focuses on like the illumination of self. Okay. It's like the things that make us illuminating, which is like life. Hippies focus on life. Like, I'm hearing like the bare bones, like the nature of life. And, you know, in that way, it's like, it's highly familiar because that's in all of us. But then like the ways in which they're doing it are highly unconventional. Like, okay, it was like revolutionary for society at the time, and like still is in very many qualities. Like, society is still rather conservative in a lot of ways. And there's a lot of conventions still that like hippie philosophy goes against, perhaps. Though it's definitely not as strong as maybe it was at the time. It's like, geez. But okay, this is okay. Ooh. Okay. I'm getting, this has just like come through like while I was chatting there. Okay, like I just split the deck on this. Death, and then on the bottom of the deck we have, what is this? 7 of Pentacles. I'm coming back to this 101 time with yourself, but then 1 time, okay? And 13. This is 13 and 7. And I keep rocking with your guys's. I don't know if I rocked in the intro, but I keep rocking with you guys. And that's interesting. Like, I keep rocking with you guys, like, you know, rocking with you, like listening to music. You guys have, I'm getting like 60s, like not necessarily folk rock, but like maybe like the rock of just the 60s, alternative rock, like maybe if that's what you want to call like Jimi Hendrix. I don't know what kind of rock you would call it. Psychedelic rock. Yeah, you're psychedelic. Your effect on others is psychedelic. But there's a rhythm to like what you need to do. Okay, that's what I was getting into with this like me rocking. Like there's a rhythm to this 1 time. This time you're spinning to yourself. There's like a rhythm that you need to get into. Okay, and I'm seeing like a needle go like up and under like a fabric. It's like I'm getting like you don't totally need to remove yourself from everything you know. You just need to like weave in what it is rhythmically that you're wanting to like bring into yourself. Okay. All right. Well, okay, so I pulled the 2 of Swords, which is awesome. All these 2s out here. Okay, and I was going to say this is the 13th card, Death is, and then this is 7. 7 of Pentacles. So we're getting 20 again. Okay, so that's 2 and 2 and 0. It's like there's like a balance needs to happen by you focusing on yourself because something has ended, like a chapter has closed, or there's something that you can't return to. it's like there's a sense of self right now that's closed off. There's like a part of yourself right now that is being intentionally closed off. And it's like this part of yourself is like a lifestyle or a belief system or like a loyalty to something or an attachment to something. Okay, that was coming through earlier. An attachment to something. Okay, yes, it's an attachment to something. My foot is completely dead. I just like, I try to move my leg there. I'm just like whacking my foot on the table. Like, I didn't feel it. I just heard it. Okay, but we have the 2 of Swords and then the 10 of Cups and also the 9 of Cups. Your effect on others. Okay, I was hearing too, Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon was coming out. It's like the moon is something very familiar. But the dark side of the moon, we've never seen. We've never seen the dark side. Okay, sorry, y'all. Sorry to get so hyped up. But it's like, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. It's like the moon, that's your effect on others. The moon is highly familiar. We see it every single night. We know exactly what it looks like. But every single night, we see the same face of the moon. And we see it in different ways. It goes through a phase, month to month. It goes like every single night, it looks different. Oh my gosh, my foot. Okay. I'm going through that phase where it's tingling real bad. We're just going to get through this. You are also, your effect on others is, I'm getting like, I keep hearing like aspirational. I keep hearing that with you guys. Like, you show people like the greatness within themselves because you like tend to the greatness within yourself. And I'm getting like, you witness so much greatness within others and within yourself, and you've recently started witnessing this greatness within yourself, or you're going to. This is kind of like your path, pile one. It's like, you witness so much greatness in yourself that you witness that you haven't witnessed it all. And you're excited by that. But like, you do your best to like fully show up for yourself and fully express yourself. And like, in doing that, you actually are doing more than just showing up for yourself. You're like, you are showing up beyond yourself. It's like, you're not just showing up to your skin. You're showing up outside of your skin. People are highly inspired by you. I'm hearing like muse to the masses. Ooh, I just got like chills. I just heard things are going swimmingly too. And I was getting mermaid, like an image of a mermaid. And I'm getting like, you have a siren quality to you. Okay. And if I was like giving you a seduction style, I would say like, you have a siren seduction style. It's like, one of the things that you do though to seduce is, in all of this, like I said, you recognize your greatness, and you recognize it to the extent that you recognize you don't even recognize it all. Like, you don't have the capacity. You recognize that you can't see all that's to come for you, and you're excited by that. And like, it motivates you to like keep applying yourself because you keep opening up different aspects of yourself and different aspects of your life. Okay, where was I going with that though? But it's like, you are that expansiveness, not just to the skin of yourself, but like outside of yourself, beyond yourself, like amused to the masses. And then you're doing all that and you're making it look easy. That's part of your seduction. You do all that and you make it look easy. Okay, and I'm hearing like, you are for many like a dream come true. And I'm getting to like, especially with your pile one, the people that you interact with, friends, it can happen with family, even like siblings or parents can become possessive of you, but like siblings can become possessive of you. It can happen with anybody, cousins, anybody. Friends, family, and romantic partners especially. Okay, that's what's really coming through. But the main thing is it can literally happen in any form. But primarily it's coming through for you, pile one, romantic partners. Okay, especially with all these cups here. Like, these are people who feel very passionate about you. Okay, these are people who have, they're very passionate for you. And every pile triggers insecurities in others, but it's like your pile especially, you trigger insecurity. You're highly innocent in this dynamic, okay? So just so you know, you trigger insecurities in others, and their response to you, especially pile one, is to kind of say like you're mine, maybe become possessive, maybe I'm coming back to that tertiary thing and the toddler phase, and the toddler phase being symbolic for like places in the mind that we can get stuck in. And it's like you know, if can't remember if I talked about that in the like foreword or like with your pal, I think it was with this, but it's like people saying like, this is mine, I'm not sharing. People who are stuck in that phase, that toddler phase, you know, you're supposed to grow through all the phases of life, but sometimes people can get stuck in some places, in some phases, and like about specific things, and maybe it's like in totality they get stuck there, but like maybe on like certain things they get stuck there. But like anyways, people, I'm getting like romantic partners, but you may have had friends and family even that respond like this, but like romantic partners may respond to you in like a very toddler way, where they want to hold on to you, grip you, like death grip, okay? And maybe they kind of handle you a little bit like I was gonna say without care, but what I mean is like they don't know any better. You know, a toddler might handle a pet a little bit too rough, or like they throw a toy. It's like, this is how your partners may respond to you. They handle you a little bit too rough. They don't know how to handle you, and like you may have to by being you, show your partners basically like how to treat you. You show people how to treat you. You do that by just being you. Like people may arrive at you mistakenly though. And it's because you trigger them. And I'm getting like people want to say like you're theirs. I'm hearing lay stake to you, claim possession. And I'm hearing like pay dirt, and I'm also hearing like struck rich and gold mine. Okay, it's like I'm getting like the qualities that I'm getting out of this is like people feel like in all of this that also you're something that's kind of hidden still, that they found. And so they're like they're the first to have found this. It's like finding a gem in a mine. It's like you found something that was hidden to all, and you're the first to find it. And it's something that's highly spectacular and it's multi-faceted, and it's luminous. These are all you, and they're the miner. And, you know, you're the gem that they're finding. And it's like, they want to keep this to themselves. And also they want the payout from this thing. They want and I guess what it's like when you possess the gem, you possess all the luminosity. You possess, and I'm not getting like they want to destiny swap. That's not what's coming through. It's more like they want to say it's theirs. They want to say you're theirs. They don't want anybody else to have you, these qualities of yours. But they do personify these qualities of yours onto you. Okay. So I think it's nice to hear in the mix of all this that you're actually not being objectified in that sense, that you're being separated from your qualities. Yeah, I don't know why that's coming through, but that must have been relevant. Let's pull some charms and see what wants to come through, pile one. I don't know if I can get it to focus. Okay, and this is actually perfect. Okay, there it goes. We have this little sparrow there. And also at the very same time, my cat's like got the zoomies right now. Okay, guys, she's like zooming around. I was gonna say, the effect that you have on people is you show people how to take flight. You show people how to be free. And also, the effect that it has on other people is that it feels very fast. Okay, you feel like fast moving to others, even if you are very still. The energy that you bring to others stirs things for them in a way that they feel like things have picked up pace around them. I'm seeing like objects like lifting in their environment, and they're just like shuffling around. Like it literally feels like you come in and you really don't try, but I'm getting like your energy reshuffles environments. Okay. And it's like, you know, you're meant to like lighten up the environment for sure. Okay. And I think that's what you do inherently and naturally and without trying. And it's like, the effect that you have on others and all of this, what comes out of it is the energy of the environment is lightened. Okay, and we have this little cat charm too, and it has like a little star on its third eye. And then on the back, it's all stars. And it's reminding me of like, this cat is familiar, but you know, I'm getting like, you may have like some very psychic qualities to you. And I'm being called to about that like dark side of the moon download earlier that we got. You're like very connected to the stars, and I think connected to your ancestors. There's like past over loved ones that like watch over you very diligently. I'm getting I'm being called to this love my dog locket. There may be like a Passover pet too that is like a light worker for you. This pet opens portals for you. This pet triggers activations for you. And also I'm getting like a salt dough ornament for Christmas, for a Christmas tree, like a salt dough ornament of like a paw. Yes, and just as confirmation, I'm being called to the spider web. It's like, oh wow, I'm being called to like, you may be seeing spiders a lot recently, and right now I'm getting for your pile one, this is just coming through, sorry, it's kind of like secondary from the, it's kind of like separate from the message that we're here for, but it's like, I'm getting for you pile one if you're here that you have reached a culminative point where your efforts, I'm hearing like pinnacle, okay? It's like your efforts have reached a point where it's like, this is the juiciest moment yet for you. This is the, I'm seeing a spider sit in the center of its web, and it's like your web is built and you're just in the center of it now, and you're like waiting. And these things are, I'm seeing like, I don't know why these images are coming through like this, but I'm just going to show them. I'm seeing like you're waiting for things to come through to you, and they are coming through to you. And like, I'm seeing the things that are coming through to you, they're fruit off the Fruit Ninja game. Okay, and I'm being called to like, I often think about how like different colored foods give you different nutrients. And so I'm being called to too about how different colors link us to different chakras. And like, for example, if you find yourself eating a lot of yellow foods, you may be connecting to your solar chakra a lot. Or if you find yourself eating a lot of blue foods or yada yada, like you get the point. I'm getting, okay, this is like really expansive, like a web. Like, and okay, my cat just like confirmed thing. I got so much stuff coming through, you guys. Sorry so much. I know this is like, not being clear right now. I just have a lot coming through, but it's like, you are so interconnected with like the life and the web of life, and like not just your web of life, but like the consciousness of everything. I'm getting like you have, oh my gosh, this is so cool. I just saw you with like, you know, those submarine like binoculars that like you like look into it, then you're like looking. I just also got like, I was watching Good Mythical Morning recently, and there was this episode that I saw. I don't know if it was a recent post or like a post from a while ago, but I was being reminded of these reading glasses that they have, that they were called like lazy reading glasses or something. You can like lay down on your bed, put these glasses on, and then they have like, I guess, mirrors inside of them to where you can like still see your books. Guys, these wouldn't work on me because I would just fall asleep immediately, okay, if I was reading laying down. But you know, I'm getting like, that's you have this submarine view, okay, into like the 5D, the spirit realm. I'm hearing the great beyond. You may have heard before like what you're doing is unnatural, or like it's not a nice thing to do, or, and I mean like it's not a nice thing to do, like you know, this isn't going to bring any good to you. Like, tarot can be an example, you know, like, I live in the Bible Belt, so I've heard, like, religious figures have quite a lot of fear about, like, the cards. But, that's coming through. You guys, we're going to leave your message there for today, 3232. And I hope that resonated, was very helpful and fulfilling. If it was, don't forget to leave a like and your thoughts in the comments below. if you're a little shy or you don't know what to say, leave a, like, I was just getting Hitchhikers. Is it Hitchhikers of the Galaxy or To the Galaxy or Of the Galaxy? I'm not really sure. That movie's coming through. But leave like any hitchhiking or universe emojis in the comment section to say you watched till the end. And don't forget to subscribe so I can see you on the next one. Hi Pile 2, and welcome to your reading where we will be answering the question, what effect do you have on others? If you chose Pile 2, then you chose this little pink feather. I guess I wanted to go over some downloads that I had and just coming into your message before we got started. So as I was setting up, I heard fishing, gone fishing, and holding out my line. Okay, for your free draw, I noticed today, and this was done about 2 weeks ago, that it looks like a fishing line. And I was hearing too, These Eyes by the Guess Who. The lines, these eyes are crying, these eyes have seen a lot of love, these eyes have seen a lot of, these eyes have seen a lot of love, but they're never gonna see another, I don't know how it goes. Is it either these eyes have seen a lot of tears, so they're never gonna see another love like you, or it's like, these eyes have seen a lot of love, but they're never going to see another love like you. These eyes are crying. These eyes are... I don't know, you guys. Seen a lot of love, but they're never going to see another love like you. Okay, we are going to go over our meditation, and then we'll jump into your tarot card and we'll pull some charms. Okay, and your tarot that you chose today was The Last Unicorn Tarot. Okay, and that's actually a movie, so that may be a movie that's relevant to you. If you haven't seen it, it might be worth checking out. So just jumping into your meditation notes. Okay. I heard work smart, not hard, in doing the hard work, even though it's not easy. You're able to do hand-related crafts, survival skills. Okay, I was getting crochet, cross stitch, basket weaving, canning, making a fire, and cooking on it. I heard bushcrafting and crafty. I also got the image of sheep and wool being shaved and being turned into yarn and then being turned into something comfortable, beautiful, or useful. And I heard, you are good with your hands. You know how to use your hands. Jumping into meditation notes, you bring people to their senses, okay? And I heard down to earth. And I saw an image of and heard black onyx crystal. Okay, and I heard duty and diligence. You show people how and why by living it. And I wrote down here, saying mostly nothing. I'm getting like, you just say what you have to. I'm hearing bare bones again. I heard that earlier at some point, but I'm hearing bare bones again. And it's like, I'm being reminded of poetry. And it's like, good poetry often has, like, great poetry often is just the bare bones of, like, the message that's being conveyed. I'm getting that, like, you're like a piece of art. It's coming through, like, a meaningful piece of, all art has some level of meaning to it, I'd say, but like, maybe, I don't know. I haven't dissected like non-meaningful art, so I don't know, but, it's like, you are like a very meaningful piece of art. Okay. You're not like the banana that's taped to the wall or whatever. I was going to say nailed to the wall. I don't know that that's what it's doing. But it's like, you're not like that art piece because no one's debating over whether or not you're valuable. Everyone knows your value. Okay. I'm getting like, you're more like the Mona Lisa. People aren't debating your value. They're debating more like, how to interpret you. Like what they're debating the art of you. And like good art is, often also left open to interpretation. It's to be interpreted by the voyeur, the witness, the audience. And it's like, you may have people like, I'm hearing like you have a lot of eyes on you. Okay. You have a lot of people that are like witnessing you. You tug people to go deeper. Okay, I heard constriction. I'm seeing an anaconda now. You abide by Toth. I'm not sure how to say that. And you lead a transparent life. Also, I'm getting 525. You live to the tune, and it's like you live to your own tune in the beat of your own drum, your own beat, your own rhythm. You have like your own rhythm of things. You do things differently, I'm getting. I also heard like hunter bullseye and saw an image of an arrow hitting the red center of a target. It was a vinyl attached to a hay bale. And I heard target practice, farm, and middle of nowhere. People realize because of you that what they want is achievable. They just have to have some amount of self-direction and dedication, and the places that they want to go aren't so far after all. You put practicality to things, and you make things work. This is really interesting because this is like really reminding me of the last unicorn. Like the last unicorn had to put practicality to things. Even though life felt like, even though doing so for the last unicorn felt like a haze, felt like they were stepping into the unknown. You're a very hard worker and also handsome. And I heard farmer's daughter, and she thinks my tractor's sexy, which is a line out of a song, an older country song. And I heard manual labor as well, and hand-to-hand combat. You give off the sense that you fought for the life that you have, and two, that this is a legacy that you hold, a legacy that you uphold, a legacy that your family for generations, centuries has done this, worked hard, and fought tooth and nail, I heard, to the bone also, and even shed blood over. These things perhaps at some points in history, got to that point. It's like this has been, it may not look like survival for you at this point, but it has been, it's that ingrained for you. It's for your family, for your, your ancestors. It's like, it has been survival. So, it's like highly ingrained into you, these qualities. You believe in living and fighting for your way of life, and you fight for your way of life by living unapologetically. Your effect on others is long lasting, and I heard, I will always hold a special place for you in my heart. This is coming through as people who love you romantically, but are unable to be with you, okay? I'm also getting with those people that there are no hard feelings. They wanted to let you know that. So moving into the charms, I heard into the cave, I got a jellyfish. And so this at the time was making me think you might be an individual who stands out despite being a sort of iconic figure for your demographics, okay? It goes beyond. And I heard icon, poster child, and you stand up and you stand out. So it's like, with that jellyfish, it's like a jellyfish exists amongst a sea of jellyfish, okay? And it's like you might look at the sea of them and say no one is different from the other, but it's like even still, you find a way to stand out from the crowd, even if the crowd is so similar to you. It was still no match, I'm getting. I also heard Hunger Games, hunter, intellect. You may be a book reader, quiet and patient is how you are perceived. You make people realize some of the meanings of life, okay? I was hearing depth, gravity, legacy, what you leave behind, life's work, transience, work hard and eat and sleep good. Work hard and eat and sleep good are like, I'm getting like these are like things that you kind of like live by, even if you don't say these things, like you don't verbalize them to yourself, like externally or even internally. It's like you live by them though. I also heard survivor and adaptive fighter, highly resilient. And I got the image of a Dust Bowl farm. Okay, moving into your dice, I got the downloads of the image of a room with all the lights turned off. Okay, you draw people to the internal things, okay, physical spaces and themselves. People may at times feel that you prefer to be alone, and people wonder about what kind of emotional support that you have. Okay, we have the number 8 coming through. So your pal particularly, okay, I'm getting heavy on that magical, mystical energy that we talked about in the foreword, okay, in Scorpio, and the crescent moon coming through. I'm hearing that song too. Dun, 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 bum, 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 bum. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know the lyrics to it, but it's like, you know, the vibe that I get from that song is like changes, obviously, but it's like the melody to it is almost like a boat ride, like a calm boat ride. It's almost like, you know, or like a walk through the park on like an autumn day, and like the leaves are falling gently. It's like the change is gentle. You show people how to accommodate themselves gently through change. And I'm coming back to that sleep and eat good. It's like you nourish yourself well, okay? I'm getting the image of like a big belly of a cat that's like just drank a saucer full of milk, okay? And they're like stuffed. They're engorged, I'm hearing. I'm not getting like you engorge yourself, but it's like your energy is engorged because you nourish yourself so well. Okay, let's jump into the tarot. You know, I keep coming back to like farm symbology, and it's like this farm that I'm seeing is like it's a healthy farm. I was about to say a fat farm, but it's like, you know, it's got like all of the supplies, and it's got a big old barn, and it's got all of these animals, and it's like tractors, and like the fields are huge and they're abundant, and like everything is fruitful, and there's supplies everywhere, and everything's provided for, and it's like the farm is functioning, okay? It's not just surviving, it's thriving, this farm is. And I'm like having this image of the farm beside, you know, I'm getting like, it's like, before I move on though, it's like that's your energy. People see all this abundance, but they don't see all the work it takes to achieve that abundance. Like they don't see the getting up at like 3 a.m. to go feed animals and work and blah, blah, blah. And like, the hard day's work I'm hearing, okay? Because I'm seeing like that farm, which is like people's perception of you. And then the hidden aspect, which is the Dust Bowl farm. And it's like, you've achieved this abundance, and like, you've done so through survival, okay? I'm seeing like a flower poke through like a concrete sidewalk. It's like you've built strength through hardship, which is how you've been able to achieve what you've achieved. But your softness that you like exist within doesn't accommodate for like your history of efforts, okay? Like people see your abundance and then they see your softness, and it does not account for all you've been through. You know, it's certainly, what's visible is all the healing you've done, all the achievement that you've have access to because of the efforts that you've put forth, okay? That's what is visible. But I think it's often misconstrued. People, it's coming through too, people may think, they may underestimate like the complexities to your life. Like they may think you live a simple life, I'm getting, and it's like, it's almost like I'm getting like people don't expect you to have the strength that you have, because it look like the way that your life presents itself, it's like it looks like you can just kind of show up and things will function for you fine enough. Like, and I think that's like, basically I'm hearing like the buck stops short on people's perspectives of you, and it's because they don't know you that well. And I'm also getting like you may be kind of quiet and like you don't socialize that much, not even like to your community. I'm getting like you kind of keep to yourself. You're like the mysterious man, the mysterious woman, okay? Quiet, stoic, not necessarily shy though, like a little bit maybe, but like more like stoic. But the effect that you have on people is that you're stable, and the short-sightedness to the perspective comes in them thinking that you're stable and leading a simple life. It's stable, but actually highly complex. they also see people that see this stability, okay, and it's coming through like Two of Coins, okay, like you've set yourself up. It's like I'm getting your stability works like clockwork. I'm getting it functions like clockwork. Like you almost just have to do maintenance with it. You know, it's like it's lacking a level of survival because of that. Though people, I don't know, this is really interesting. You offer a lot of stability, though, is what I was going to say. And it's like, people think this stability works on like a clockwork schedule, like, you know, coming back to that participation thing, like you just kind of have to show up to this and it's going to provide for you. There are people who are attracted to like your level of stability and how easy things look for you. Like they want to collaborate with you. I'm hearing in many levels. Like I'm getting like there's people who want to collaborate with you on a business level, and there's also people who are interested in you romantically, and it's because of this like clockwork element you have. Like something about you, like you have something figured out, and people witness this about you. Like you have something figured out, and it works like a machine on its own now. Let me pull some more cards. Lots of twos coming out as well. Like you appear balanced. You offer stability for others. Okay, I'm getting like it's almost, I'm getting the image of like someone who's like offering someone a place to stay for the night because they need like the sanctuary. It's like you have that sanctuary. We also have the Eight of Cups making an appearance, and I'm getting like people feel like with this stability that I'm getting a couple of things coming through from here. This also, like, it's like people feel like there's a sadness behind your stoicism. But I'm also getting like with your stability, people feel like they could sort of be a little bit freer than what their life allows them for now, like than what they're able to afford now. It's like you would be able to afford them more freedom. I'm hearing like people feel like the stability that you offer allows them to cut like loose on themselves more. They don't have to be so rigid in surviving. Like survival feels less like you know, I'm getting like the image of someone who's like thrashing in water, and then like you're a life preserver. You provide stability, you provide structure, you provide safety, you provide like pathways forward. But I'm getting to like people get the sense that you've like, I don't know, I'm just getting like widow, and I'm hearing widow spider 1922 on my timer. It's like I'm getting like the feeling of like, I don't know why it's coming through this way, guys, but I'm just gonna say how it's coming through. But it's like the sweet sexy divorcee. I don't know why it's coming through like that. Just go with it, guys, just go with it. But it's like basically it's like a small town, and this is getting very Hallmarky, but it's like a small town, and there's this like sweet cowboy and he's lost his wife for some reason, okay, and it's like he's very quiet, he's very stoic, he's very sweet, and he's like a dream, but for some reason he's single. It's like this is guys everybody's dreamboat, this girl is everybody's dreamboat, but it's like for some reason they're single, and like they're also sweet, and like nobody knows like why this person is single. It's like people feel like maybe you're holding a lot of pain, but it's out of like the sweetness of your heart. Like they feel like a sense of fragility about you, and like maybe that you're holding on to some pain from the past. But it's really a mystery. I think, you know, I think it's really a mystery. It's like you have, actually been spending this time, it's like you have faced pain, but like really more than anything, more than focusing on the pain or focusing on the sadness, like you have been through great tragedy, I'm hearing. But it's like you've actually used that energy to build the stability that everybody's seeing all around you. That big old juicy farm. It's like you turned your pain into power. Okay, that's what I'm getting for you, pile 2. All right, let's go ahead. And this is something that still propels you forward. It's like maybe what you went through is so painful that it still propels you forward into like your next stage of beauty. It's like you already live a very beautiful life, okay? You see the beauty in everything. But it's like this pain that you've been through, it continues to, it's like it may have either taught you something, or if you're like still holding on to it, it's like you're either still holding it or it's still with you, or it taught you something, and it continues to propel you like towards beauty. Let's go ahead and pull some charms. Okay, we have 6 of coins on the bottom of the deck. It's like this has brought you've turned pain into power. You continue to turn pain into power, and it's because I'm getting like one of the things that functions like clockwork, like a machine, is the mechanisms you use to heal continue to heal you even though the pain is gone. It's like if the pain is already gone. Okay, so some of you may still be dealing with it, and that's okay. Okay, that's okay. But it's like those mechanisms that you're using to heal the pain will be there after the pain is gone, and is there after the pain is gone. And wow, it's like before, that power of yours was, I don't want to say clogged, but it was like being utilized by the pain, okay, and healing the pain. It's like after the pain is gone, that power is just there being a power, and it's not utilized by pain. So it's being utilized by power and like providing like the path forward. Okay, very powerful. Let's jump into the charms for you, pile 2, and we'll close out your message from there. So right away, I'm getting this little heart locket charm. You know, I'm being called to like country music and like romantic country music and like classic country music and like slow country music and maybe like heartbreak songs. People feel like your heart is a locket, like you're very loyal, you're very you're like, you know, you're a dream. You're really a dream. You're like a romantic dream, okay? I'm getting the image of like those novels that I feel like used to be more prevalent, like maybe 20 years ago. Like I would see them around like ladies' houses. Like they would be like romance novels with like a really saucy cover on them. Like a really buff, like juiced up guy with like holding a lady all like romantically, like she's like leaning or whatever. You know, that's your vibe. Just so you know, people very much feel like you are sensual, romantic, and loyal. Okay, I'm getting the image of like bearskin rugs and fireplaces and champagne. Like you're very warm, very sensual, like very warm, very soft, very strong though, and like you make people feel bubbly inside, but like in a warm way, in a giddy way, in a very down to earth way. Like, yeah. Okay, we'll just stop that there, but let's get a couple more charms. You've got to be kidding me, you guys. The next charm that I pull, okay, and just confirmation on that, is a unicorn. And it might actually be a Pegasus, but like, you guys, this is literally the last unicorn deck. Oh my gosh. I just heard too, like, I am bugging. Okay, you might say that, or I'm also getting like, I think that's something they say on Clueless, though. That vibe and that era and, like, those movies and, like, that fashion aesthetic. It might be, like, something you were interested in, something you lived through, or, like, something that called to you at one point, or something just it's significant to you somehow. Yeah. And I love that it's, like, you have, like, a solo mission it seems like you're on. You know, I definitely get like cowboy vibes from you. It doesn't matter your gender, by the way, but it's like, you know, I'm getting to, if you're female, it's like I'm seeing curly, soft, brown, like, hair underneath a hat and, like, Western wear. And, like, a soft-spoken woman, but she's, like, holding a gun. You know, it's like people see your strength, even though you're so soft. It's like, it's highly enticing. It's highly enticing. Let's get another charm. And the last charm that we have pulled is this little turtle charm. You know, I thought it was a baseball as I was pulling it. So you may be like into sports, or like, I'm hearing camaraderie, being part of a team, being a team player. But I'm also hearing like you take things slow, you know how to live slow, and you show people how to live slow and go slow, and you make people want to go slow. You make people want to go slow with you. I'm being called back to like this, I don't know this song, but it's like, and I feel like in that melody, the word tequila is in there. Okay, I don't know if you guys are gonna even know the song that I'm talking about, but it's like, that's the vibe. Okay, it's like, it's got this like slow, like country jam rhythm going on, and there might be alcohol mentioned, like you know, there might be campfire, or like it's that vibe. So yeah, Pile 2, we're going to leave your reading off here for today on what is your effect on others. If that was helpful or informative, or you just enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like and your thoughts in the comments below. And for you, Pile 2, if you're a little shy or you don't know what to say, leave a like cowboy related emoji in the comments below. So like a horse, or like, I think there's a cowboy hat. And don't forget to subscribe so I can see you on the next one. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, Pile 3, and welcome to today's reading, where we will be answering the question, what effect do you have on others? We have some meditation notes to go over. We also will go over some tarot and pick out some charms for you guys, or rather pull some charms. And if you pulled Pile 3, or picked Pile 3, sorry you guys, I'm having difficulties talking today, then you chose this pink tarot deck. Okay, and I usually pull this deck when I am dealing with like relationship and romantic topics, but for some reason I was just called to pick it for you guys today. Okay, so jumping into the notes for meditation. I did some free drawing, took notes on that, and then also did meditation, of course. Pulled charms already, but we'll pull additional ones in the reading today, and also we rolled some dice, so let's go over all this. So from this freeform drawing, I got this way or that, and also free to move anyway. You teach that there's comfort in freedom. Just stay connected to your senses. Even your lows feel high because of your sensuality. Oh, and I forgot to mention, my cat just reminded me because she's playing with a feather right now. If you chose Pile 3, then you chose this little red feather. Oh my gosh. And then we have this deck. Okay, everything's coming together. Everything's coming together. But we have even your lows feel high because of your sensuality. How you express yourself through the senses. Your movement is significant into your stillness. Your movement mimics stillness. It's slow and intentional. You rest and reside in receptive energy. And I heard mother snake. And I heard slithering movements, and also to master at transforming, and dancer, or fluid motions of the body. For meditation, we have, you have a magic about you, where you're able to naturally achieve what it is that you set your mind to or set out to do. And I heard master manifester. I also got that you don't scrounge when it comes to comfort. You desire a comfortable life. And I heard living like kings, longhouse, manor. Okay, and there's this book about seducing royalty, or like royal sexual relations and habits and mannerisms through the ages. And that came to me during my meditation. You're the type that if you happen to find yourself that you know, if you happen to find that you're not the king or queen in this reality, in this like hypothetical reality that we're talking about, okay, because you are the king or queen, but it's like in any realities that you are not the king or queen, hypothetically, You're the one passionately courting them, okay? And I heard passion, stolen emotions, and off in the night. Also, Casanova. You may have found yourself to be this Casanova figure for others, a romancer, a seducer. And I heard pink rosebuds and trailless. And it's all done in the name of fun and innocence. Okay, I'll be right back. 3:33 on my timer as I come back, okay? And I was getting a download as I like walked away there to my kitchen to tend to my stove real fast. And it's like, there may have been a time when you realized like the repercussions to the type of fun that you were having because things unfolded more seriously than you had anticipated. Okay, I was getting the image of like this Casanova figure sneaking out of like a window of like a castle tower, and it's like the husband to this woman he was with is like banging on the door trying to get into the room, and it's like you may have had like basically like rather serious or scary repercussions to something that you were just pegging as innocent or for fun. You may have realized like there was more seriousness to the innocence than you had intended or anticipated. Okay, so I'm getting like you move a little bit differently, but you move, it's like you move more intelligently, you move more intentionally these days. I was also getting to, from meditation, I was hearing living to feel alive, living on the edge of what's right. And people might think you to be a daring figure. I was getting Romeo and Juliet, and that your beauty and charm has a dreamy quality to it, a classic and angelic quality to it. I was hearing eternal innocence, and also angel face and baby face and face card, ID, age verification required. You don't age. I got the image of a marble statue and porcelain doll in pristine condition. Okay. I also got the image of multiple people at different times coming to like wash your statue with water very gently and intentionally, like a ceremony or a ritual. Okay, you have a lot of people who idolize you and are highly devoted and who want to provide like stability and care for you. Okay, you are seen as something highly precious, historical, timeless, classic, priceless, irreplaceable. I was hearing ineffable, but I'm not sure what that means. Also one of a kind and one and in ever, I was hearing. Okay, moving into the charms, and then we have dice, and then we'll pull tarot, and then we'll pull more charms. Okay, so charms, I got, I was hearing you are heavenly. Okay, and I'm getting like you have an angelic presence around you, okay, and specifically archangel presence, okay. I was getting the image of candles and dimly warm lit spaces and roses. Your effect on others is that you are like, you have a romantic and classy effect on others. I was hearing wild and stallion and champagne, and your energy is like a fireplace. Okay. I was hearing too, all American, and I got the image of baseball, hitting a baseball bat. Like hitting against it, or like rather the bat swinging against the ball. And it's like, I'm hearing now too, like as American as apple pie. It's like, there's something about you that's really classic and also really enticing to the masses. And I also heard smooth, not slippery, and foxy brown. Oh, when it comes to this all-American thing, I also wrote down plays sports. Plays a sport, okay, like, plays a sport that's, like, iconic to your nation. That's what was coming through. It's, like, okay, like, baseball is, like, iconic to America. Okay, it's, like, your effect on others. I just keep coming back to this, like, classic, timeless quality. There's something about you that makes, like, that's like, there's something about you that has the capacity to make anyone feel recognized. That's something that comes through, like anyone can play baseball, anyone can be included in baseball. So it's like you make everyone, you have the capacity to include everybody. I also heard, when I was hearing Foxy Brown, I heard, stop it right there, mister, and you can't get away with this, and you ain't getting away with this. I also heard hot cop, sexy cop. People feel like you keep them in line. And I heard, make me feel like I'm wrong in all the right ways. All that said, your energy is slow motion, okay? I saw you frolicking through meadows, okay? Your energy is light and breezy and in motion, but slow and happy. When it comes to your dice, okay, we get the number 9, Pisces, and Rahu coming out, okay? You embody wisdom, okay? You have an individualized spiritual path. People see this, and you may practice your own spirituality in, like, in some ways, if not in many ways. Like I'm getting like it's like you take things that maybe many people know about and like you make them unique to yourself. So it's like you individualize even your spirituality. It's like you individualize how you practice your spirituality. Like I'm getting the example of people who are of a particular denomination, but they don't go to a church or temple on a schedule per se. They practice in their own lives. It's like you individualize how you practice. I was also getting, your effect on others is that you have an idealistic and like visionary effect on others. People see your vision. They may not like see it to the extent that you see it, but they're witnessing it with you. And you come off as natural, successful, and well-known, as in many people know of you, but 2, I was getting few knew of you intimately. Okay, it's like many people know of you, but not that many people know you. Okay, let's jump into the tarot. That was all the messages that we have from meditation. So let's see what the cards have to say now. I'm getting 2 for you, Pile 3, is like you get people all mixed up. It's like people may think they know what they want, and then they encounter you and they're like, I don't know. I thought I knew what I want, but then I'm like, I saw blah, blah, blah with so-and-so, or I saw, it's like people see like things you have or things you do, or you get people all mixed up though. Like you mix people's tracks up. I'm seeing like a railroad track, like the lever like switch and then like the tracks change positions. It's like you don't just mix people up and scramble them for the sake of it. You actually shake things up and redirect people. Like you breathe new life into people's paths. I'm getting, okay, like people who are going like a railroad down a single track with like kind of mindlessly. It's like you pull that lever, you scramble their things up, they're going in a full new direction. The people may not know how to perceive like that energy about you, but it's like I'm getting like, some people may feel defensive about the fact that they know you're throwing them off their game, but like their game is just a game of comfort maybe. Like every day I do this, I know what to expect, and I know how to like, it's like there's a comfort in controlling like how things are, and like your game throws people's control game off. Okay, it's like the way that you show up and appear in people's lives throws people's ability to control themselves in their lives off. It's like it's all with, I'm getting like this is all coming through in like a very like positive, productive way though, okay, to be honest. But it's like you mix people up. You make them see things differently. You make people see things maybe they didn't want to see before. You like, for the betterment of everything, you turn things on its head. Okay. But people see you as like, it's like all that said, and okay, we have Page of Wands and was it 6 of Pentacles coming out. Like all this said, okay, people aren't like upset or angered by this effect that you have on them. They're actually highly inspired. I'm just getting like, it's like, like I'm getting when a wave crashes against the shore and the water becomes murky with all the sand because everything's tousled up, nothing's settled. It's like you make people feel unsettled, but it's not like they're left with that feeling. Like that's what you've left them with. It's like you make people feel unsettled with purpose. It's and I'm getting like you kind of do it by accident or like not intentional. It's just you being you, and then them receiving that. And it's like I'm getting like there's like a high degree of purpose to all of this. Okay, let's see what else. Also, it's coming through like you're a very generous and giving figure. Okay, people see you as that. I just want to make that clear because we're talking about like how you shake people's lives up. Like people see you as very generous. Okay, they see you as someone. I'm getting someone who has like a lot of ideas to dispense, ideas to share. Okay, 1339. I'm just hearing too. It's like people may not understand initially like what is happening when they encounter you, but it's like with time they see that the math adds up. Okay, that's what I'm getting with 1339. It's like with time the math adds up. So it's like people that are gonna stick it out with you. I'm getting like stick by your side, need to have patience because like you have a really big vision. I'm getting, and like you lose a lot of people along the way because they don't. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, I don't know why this is like all coming through like this, but I'm just gonna go with it. It's how it's coming through. But it's like you lose people along the way because they either don't have the capacity to, or like it's not on their path to, or like see your vision. It's, you know, you have a very purposeful like, but it's like it's not just purposeful at your accord, it's purposeful at like the divine's accord. Okay, it's like you serve a purpose. You doing this serves a purpose, and like people who meet you, it's almost like meeting you has a purpose. But I want to pull some more cards here. I'm getting too with like this unsettlement, like this feeling of unsettled, or like you stir things up, you shake things up. I'm hearing Bob Marley stirred up. Okay, I'm getting like some people think like you may be a good time. Okay, like you may, people may think that like it's a good time that doesn't maybe offer stability. They're like kind of, people that stick it out with you may be shocked to find that there's a lot of stability behind like all this like stirring it up. You know, people basically feel like just like the transience of the wave and the transience of the turmoil that comes, like, you know, the sand always settles. People they struggle to see like the stability in you or like the stability around you. They think like maybe you're partying and it's on a whim and it's perhaps at the expense of others, but they really don't know. They just see like what seems to be like a very free flowing figure. Okay, we have the Four of Wands coming out in reverse is where I'm going with this. Okay. They see you as like a very transient figure. And there's a lot of transience to you. A lot of people lack the higher sight or the foresight, but like the higher sight to perceive what is made of all this transience, what all this transience makes in the end. Okay, like what it produces, because it's hard to believe that something that's never settled in a conventional sense is producing anything of stability or any stable output. So that's kind of like where people are coming from. It's like you seem highly transient. On the bottom of the deck, okay, we have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, the key words on this are multiple priorities, time management, adaptability, balancing decisions. Like people wonder, like, in all this turmoil and all this chaos and all this, like I'm getting manic pixie dream girl vibes. Okay, it's like, I'm getting like people think you're highly unconventional. They don't understand like what's your convention. Like you're unconventional when it comes to like the norm. So people are like, what is your convention? Is there a convention? Because I only know conventions based on what I'm told are the norms, and I follow those conventions. And I'm sensing like you don't follow those conventions, but I'm also sensing that you don't follow them in an innocent way. Okay, so people may not know, like, basically it's like you're outside of what's normal, but people still don't demonize that. They don't openly demonize like that just because you're outside of what's maybe they're familiar with what they expect. Okay, your effect on others. We have the Nine of Swords coming out. I'm getting like you bring people to the brink of their tower moments. Like I'm getting like you ride them there on horseback. You're very ethereal. Okay. It's like you there's something like whimsical, ethereal, but also like very noble about you. I'm getting the movie The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. But it's like you bring people to the brink of their tower moments, okay? And then it's like, I'm getting like you kind of drop them off there. You're like, I'm hearing like this is as far as I can take you. And it's like the reason that you can only take them that far, wow, you take people as far as you possibly can before they have to do the work themselves. I'm getting chills everywhere. It's like, okay, and some people see that you dropping them off at the brink before their tower and they're like, you're just stranding me here? It's like, you know, so some people do respond poorly to your effect on them. But some people see this as like, thank you for taking me to this leg in my journey. Now I can do this part on my own and I have to do this part on my own. Thank you for getting me here though. Like some people look at it like in a righteous way. Okay, we have Knight of Swords on the bottom of the deck. That is so amazing. It's like you are bringing people to like, it's like you bring people to their fight moment, their battlefield, like the pinnacle of like, okay, this is coming through. Okay. You bring people to pinnacles of personal progression. Okay. And it's like, you have to drop them off there because you can't progress their person for them. You bring people as far as you can before they have to do the rest of the work themselves. It's like, you're actually a really noble friend, a really loyal friend. And it's like, I'm getting like you rode this person in this vision like through like turmoil. You rode them through like dead zones. Okay, like I'm getting like ecosystems that have like a bunch of dead branches sticking through the ground. And it's like just mud and there's no vegetation. It's like you rode them through areas where people were like, don't go through there. Don't even approach it. Don't go through it. Don't go to it. You rode them through, got them to the other side and beyond. You rode them past that point. People are actually like astonished by like, yeah, they're astonished. We got King of Wands here. You're a natural leader. You're a visionary. You see the big picture. Okay, we have leader here again. Overcoming challenges, mature, career focused. Like people are shocked to see like your capacity actually to lead because all they see is like all this sand up in the air. And you seem like you're a free floating figure, okay? Your effect on others, you're like, you know, I think I painted a picture of like how you behave in accordance to like other energies, but like it's hard to describe like your effect on others. Like it's very noble, it's very grand. It's very like you're experiencing you is a goalpost on people's like soul path. Okay. So, okay. And as I say that, I'm like tinkering with this feather here and it's like, you know, I'm getting like, I'm hearing birds of a feather and flock of a feather and like, cut from the same cloth, cut from the same fabric. And it's like, you show people that we're like all one and the same. And like, we're not so different after all. And like, you can like achieve anything you set your mind to. And like, we're here to express and create and, just be and, let's pull some charms though. Okay, the first charm that I have, let me see if I can get it to focus. It's this like little Hamsa hand, I think it's pronounced. It also looks like a bell. You know, I can't remember exactly what that hand represents, but have a very peaceful feeling is washing over me. I'm getting like, you know, you may do yoga. But I'm also getting an image of you like running around in grass. Like, you know, and I think that's why like people see the running around in the grass part and they're like, they cannot imagine you having a moment of stillness. Okay. I forget which pile I said was very psychedelic. I'm hearing, Magic Carpet Ride though, the song, and I forget where I mentioned that earlier, but I'm getting for you pile 3 that like some of your earliest like expansions may have been like substance based. Okay, I'm getting like I'm also getting like nature is something that you hold very close to your heart. And also travel is something you hold very close to your heart. And also I'm getting like, you love food. You love eating, you love comfort food. I want to pull 1 or 2 more charms and then we will end our message there. I love these charms coming out for you guys. I love them so much. We have the gold lightning strike and these little vintage shears. Okay, I'm getting like, you light up the night sky. You illuminate darkness. You illuminate what's in the dark. You crack through, like you have like a whip to you, okay? Like you have like, you crack through stillness and sound, stillness and sight. Like you make things move, you make energy move, you make stagnant energy move. And I'm also getting like, I was hearing cut cords. You help people cut cords. Okay, so it's like people that perceive you maybe a bit harshly are people who are not ready to cut cords in their lives. Okay, they're like, that's too much work. You know, it's coming through, it's too much work, but it's like, that's too much, that's more effort than they're willing to do, or, you know, that's not the effort that they want to do. Pile 3, we're going to leave your message off there for today. If you enjoyed that or it was helpful, don't forget to leave a like and your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're a little shy or you don't know what to say, leave like a nature-based, a moon-themed, or like a yoga emoji to let me know that you made it to the end. And don't forget to subscribe so I can see you on the next one. Thank you so much for being here and for watching. Bye for now, you guys.